for the pin. Go for the pin.
Go for the pin wrestling review show. Mikey Q and King V.
Go for the pin.
Have a nice day every day, and
Go for the pin.
Go for the pin.
Weekly wrestling review show. Keep killing it.
And we are back. It is Go for the Pin. We're live. It's episode 52. Yeah. All right, 52.
Yeah,
almost.
sure.
Yeah, it's 52. It's 52. I am Mikey Q.
Yeah.
King V. Looks like King V.
I am King.
King V, you froze a little bit just now. I don't know if we actually Yeah.
So we're live, pal.
We're live.
So
yeah.
once again, I am King. Once again, I am King V. Okay.
I guess our censors are not allowing you to say your catchphrases here tonight, King V. You keep getting cut off as soon as you're about to say who you are. So I don't know what's going on, but we are live, pal. You want to try this one more time?
Yeah. King V. We're gonna try this one more time.
All
This
right.
is the third time's the charm.
Right.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Did we get it?
No, we didn't, but it's okay. It's all right. Hopefully they'll hear it on the
y'all
replay.
y'all gonna figure it out on Twitter.
Yeah. We're here to talk about
Okay.
the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Yeah, King V has a difference of opinion than I do. But we'll get into that. Also Slammiversary was this past weekend. We'll talk about that. We'll actually get started talking about that, and we'll talk about all the other happenings in wrestling. There's some news that we got to get to. So I guess we should just get right to. Oh, did my microphone crap? See, we're live. We're live.
We are live.
We are live. Did you guys hear anything I just said?
I did.
Okay. Well, yeah, Slammiversary, like I said, just happened this past weekend. So we'll get right into Slammiversary. Did you watch the show, V? We're having some technical issues, everybody. I apologize.
We definitely are. What the fuck?
I apologize for all of the technical issues that we're having. I was trying to. Yeah, we are live. that is true. We are live.
We are live.
Everybody should support the Raw Academic Show. See, I didn't remember. I didn't forget. See, but anyway, anyway, like I was asking V, did he watch Slammiversary this past weekend?
I did watch Slammiversary.
Okay, so we'll get into it a little bit. If anybody saw Slammiversary this past weekend, feel free to leave comments. We are live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and all of your DSPs. So, no problem. I got you. So let's get right into it. For those that did not watch Slammiversary this past weekend, I thought it was a great show. I'm not gonna go over everything, but the show opened up with a match for the tag team championship. Actually, it was on a pre-show. All right, did not know that was gonna happen on the pre-show, but it happened on the pre-show. It was Decay, Havoc, and Rosemary versus Fire and Flavor, Kara Hogan, and Tasha Steelz. Tasha and Kara do the job here in opening match of Slammiversary. Was not expecting that. Okay, but on a personal note, I know that both of them want to go after the women's championship eventually. So maybe that's why. I don't have any, like I said last week, I have no inside knowledge on what's going on with that storyline. But yeah, I would figure that maybe they're getting them out of there just to, so eventually they focus on singles titles here. But did you watch the opening match? And King V's frozen here.
About Kiera was gonna be sore.
Yeah, we missed everything you just said.
Okay, these technical difficulties are pissing me off. But yes, I I did watch it.
Yes.
Simply because Kiera, I love Kiera, and Tasha, of course.
Same. Yeah, of course.
Very, very shocked at the result. But
Yeah.
if they're gonna go towards singles titles, then I don't have a problem with that overall.
Yeah. I thought also the X Division match, the Ultimate X match that opened up the main show was really solid. Josh Alexander retained. I was pulling for Chris Bay. I was.
Me too.
But man, can we talk about how good Petey Williams still is at this point in his career? I mean, Petey's keeping up with guys that's like 10, 12 years younger than him and showing out. So
that Canadian destroyer.
I know which one you're talking about.
Bay?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So if you didn't see the spot, right, I believe Petey was hanging on from like the truss or the cables that they have, and Chris Bay was on maybe Rohit's shoulders or somebody's shoulders, and they did a Canadian destroyer in like midair onto the floor. I've never seen that done before.
I've never seen that done before either.
I lost my mind. I thought that was amazing. Amazing creativity. Just what action.
It was really good.
It was. Chelsea Green returned, which we kind of expected. Anybody that saw the last Impact knew that Chelsea was going to come back and help her fiance against. I like what they're doing there. They brought in some realism. They brought into some reality. Tenille Dashwood and Matt Cardona used to date. Okay, so what did they do? They had Tenille, hit him with the old low blow on Impact, which hurts even more because that's your ex-girlfriend. I mean, and then you have your fiance. Look at the storyline, right? Yeah, your fiance, your real life fiance, teaming up with you to beat up your ex-girlfriend. I mean, great storytelling there. I thought that was great.
It was great storytelling. I really did like it. Chelsea Green got the pin with is it the I'm prettier?
I'm prettier. Yeah.
I thought she called it the I'm prettier, but
yep.
Yeah, it was really good. It was a good, solid match.
Solid, definitely. Okay, Morrissey. I hate his name. I hate Cass's name now. W Morrissey versus Eddie Edwards. Like Eddie Edwards, singles match. Morrissey defeated Edwards. I mean, no surprise there. Finn Juice returned to beat up Madman Fulton and Shera. Okay, Chris Sabin defeated Moose. I like Sabin, but what are we doing with Moose? Like, he's lost almost every big match that you can think of at this point. What are we doing with Moose? And everybody that's listening and watching, we will get into Money in the Bank. We will get into other things, but I just want to cover Slammiversary real quick.
I don't know.
He signed a new contract. So I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on with that. He signed a new contract. I can understand if, he wasn't going to stay with the company, but
dropping him out, but
yeah. So, I don't know, but I thought it was solid back and forth between Sabin and Moose, but I was not expecting Sabin to pick up the win there.
Me neither.
Yeah. The Good Brothers are tag team champions again. Good. And that's no offense to anybody else in the match, but good. Deonna Purrazzo's mystery opponent was Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa. I love when that hits the speakers. I love that. As I sip on ginger ale.
Say they saw that coming.
So I remember we was trying to figure out who it was going to be last week. And I didn't even think Thunder Rosa, but did you hear the pop? And Thunder Rosa is such an incredible talent. I'm so happy that she's getting her flowers right now because that's what it is. And Tommy Dreamer made a comment on Twitter saying that it's no longer the Austin or the Rock Pop. He said, oh, wow. Whoa. What should be for Thunder Rosa?
Wow.
Yeah. No, let us know. I'm serious. Like, let us know. Let us know.
Let us know. Let us know
what the issue is. I haven't seen anything negative about Thunder Rosa until tonight. Wow.
As far as I know.
Yeah. All right, well, okay. Not everybody's a fan of Thunder Rosa.
We'll
But
get an update on that.
yeah. Let us know. Okay, I wasn't expecting that one. Anyway, I thought they had a solid match. I thought Deanna and Thunder Rosa, they did their thing. Deanna gets a win over Thunder Rosa by pinfall. At least she didn't tap out. She being Thunder Rosa, pronouns pal. What'd you think of this match?
I thought it was really solid. I don't know who's gonna dethrone Deanna, but I really liked it. I did. I have nothing bad to say.
All right, let's see. I guess I just can't connect with her, and I think her wrestling skills are average to me. All right. I mean, that's your opinion. I think she's really good, but okay. I mean, all right. All right. No, I mean, everybody has the right to how they feel. That is what it is. I think she's good, but not everybody has to think that way. So, okay. And then in the main event.
But wait.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. I know you like to talk about this part.
There was a surprise, if you will.
Was it a surprise? But all right,
if you want to call it that.
Thunder Rosa kind of spoiled it right at the beginning, but I'll let you say what it is.
I probably missed that, but Mickie James came out after the match.
Yep.
Whew. Is she back in Impact? Is she doing double duty at NWA and Impact? I'm very interested in that. Is the forbidden door open?
Yes. I don't know. She's doing double duty. I know that she's trying to promote that NWA Empowered pay-per-view that they have coming up. I think August. I don't have the date in front of me. I'm sorry, guys, but I know it's sometime in August that they're doing.
Coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up soon. There's your match right there. Mickie James versus Deonna Purrazzo at Empower. So she's probably gonna be doing some stuff on Impact, but I don't think she's like signed or anything on Impact. But what I was saying earlier about Thunder Rosa ruined it. At the very beginning, they was, like in the filling out process, and Thunder said a line like, "I ain't Mickie James. I'm Thunder Rosa." And I kind of, why would you say that unless she's there? So like I kind of my mind is just like, all right, Mickey's probably gonna come out eventually here.
I definitely missed that.
And Deanna, if you watch it back, Deanna said, "I don't care who you are. If you watch for that part, I'm not Mickie James. I'm Thunder Rosa." The crowd pops, and Deanna's, "I don't care who you are." Like, so, yeah. Right. Anyway, solid match, and then in the main event, right? Kenny Omega versus Sami Callihan. No disqualification for the Impact World title. Wow. Whoa. Pizza cutter. Let's see. Wow. Jumping from promotion to promotion is strange to me. I like WWE's exclusive tactic. I like the fact that they have the freedom to show. It gives a sense of like anything can happen. Anybody could show up. That's what I like about it. Now, I get why WWE wants their talent to be exclusive. I totally understand it. You would hate for a talent, let's say a talent gets hurt working for another show. You never want anybody to get hurt, but now they got hurt working another show. You don't, and you also don't want to overwhelm your talent. You don't want them, just getting burned out or anything like that. So, because the WWE schedule is enough as it is. So now you're asking them to do other stuff. So I do agree. I understand, I should say, in a sense of like keeping talent exclusive. However, and I know I'll let V comment on this in a second, but however, I do like that, man, anybody could show up, like, oh boy, who's going to show up next? Like it keeps things fresh to me. I don't know if you wanted to comment on that, V.
The exclusive tactic sounds good until
you froze up for a second. I heard it sounds good until, and then you cut off for a second.
Okay. I was saying that it sounds good until you're in the back doing nothing. It sounds good until you want to showcase your talent, but you can't. You know,
Yeah.
it sounds good. You know, until you want to do outside stuff and you have to get approval, and then they have to trademark your stuff. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, it goes back to that controversial term, independent contractor, right? So technically speaking, let's be real about it, right? Like technically speaking, most people, without getting too far, outside of this, a lot of people know that I do a lot of work, DJing and just media stuff. If I want to DJ for somebody, right? Let's say, okay, shout out Ty Wiz. I'm Ty Wiz's official DJ, right? But that's not to say that I can't book other events and parties outside of Ty Wiz, right? Like, yes, if Ty Wiz has a show or something like that, he gets first preference, But if I'm not doing anything with Ty and I'm not busy, yeah, they want me to do a birthday party somewhere. Okay, yeah, I'm available. Let's do it. I'm an independent contractor. Technically, so at the end of the day, yes, they have contracts, but if they are independent contractors,
Thank you.
Yeah,
They're not illegal. Like, okay, in terms, yes, they are independent contractors, if you will, but legally, into the legalese,
you could probably explain it better than. Yeah, I was gonna say you could probably
not.
explain it better than I could. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
They should be employees, but that's the thing.
They should. What's interesting about WWE, right? That because we caught the tail end. I think you said they should be employees. I kind of heard that. So I think what happens is the commentators and the announcers, I think they are considered employees, if I remember correctly. They're not the ones that's not in the ring taking bumps are employees. The ones that take Caleb Braxton or Corey Graves, even at this point, like Michael Cole, they have different contracts than the wrestlers. So they, I think, are employees, but the wrestlers are, I guess, independent contractors, kind of, sort of.
Okay.
So, but that's a good. I'm glad you brought that up. Like, it was a good talking point. As far as wrestlers work in other places, I think it's cool, but I also understand WWE signed you to an exclusive deal. That's what it is. But let's get to this main event. Like I said, wow. A pizza cutter. We had tables, we had chairs. It was pandemonium. They are telling wrestlers they don't want to give them health insurance. Basically, yeah, that's basically why. Tax purposes.
Exactly why.
Tax purposes and health insurance. Yep, those are the two reasons why.
That's literally why.
Yeah. Yes. Great point. What did you think about this main event between Kenny Omega and Sami Callihan?
It was brutal.
Yeah.
That's all I got. It was brutal.
Good stuff. A lot of good stuff. I was entertained. This match was 27 minutes and 45 seconds long, and I was entertained every last minute of the match. Sami Callihan didn't get the job done. We said he was gonna win last week, and we were wrong. He lost after a lot of shenanigans and tomfoolery, but he lost. He being Sami.
Gonna be real.
Mm-hmm.
I missed a little bit of the match.
Yeah.
I fell asleep, not because it was boring.
Mm.
Not because it was boring. I was under the high grade willow tree, and took a nap real quick and didn't get a chance to get to most of it, but I did catch the last maybe 10 minutes or so, and I caught like the first 10, and I missed like the mid part, and then I caught the last 10.
Okay. All right.
But but I thought it was good.
It was good stuff. It was definitely good stuff. I don't know who beats Kenny Omega at this part. Is it Jay White, who made his debut here in the States on Impact? New Japan Pro Wrestling's Jay White shows up, and then they cut the pay-per-view. But
they really did. I was like, oh.
But I see at first I thought I was like, yo, is this WCW in '98 again? Like, what just happened here? But then the more I focused on it, I think they did it on purpose to kind of leave a cliffhanger as like, oh, who's running? Who is it? So I thought it was good. I thought it was good stuff to leave us kind of hanging there, and gotta watch Impact, pal, to see what happens. Overall, Slammiversary. What do you give Slammiversary? Before we move on here,
I'm gonna give it a near full.
Yeah, I thought it was a solid show. I don't know what it made it a 3 count for me. I mean, I don't know. I mean, trying to think. What would have made it a 3 count for you? As we struggle through this technical difficulties,
I don't know.
Okay, well, it's a near full. So yeah, let's keep going. Let's get the near full out of here. Now we have to go to Money in the Bank. Now I think that we're gonna disagree on our our reviews here. But let's just get right into it. And if you're joining us on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, like, subscribe, follow. We appreciate you guys.
Before we get to that, we're gonna take a quick break for a minute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that. And we're gonna do that, and we will be right back on Go for the Pin.
Yeah.
What's good? It's the hottest flame here, Kiera Hogan, and you're watching or listening to Go for the Pin, hosted by King V and Mike EQ. Go for the Pin gets the win each week with their weekly review show discussing all happenings in pro wrestling. Mike, you still owe me a chopped cheese. Thanks for the support.
Hello, everybody. This is former WWE diva and former 5-time champion Melina. And I wanted to send a shout out to Go for the Pin Wrestling Review Show. And I wanted to say hi to Mikey Q and King V. And thank you. Thank you for having your show, because I don't know, it warms my heart to know that people are, there's a place where you could watch and you could talk about what I love most in this world, other than my pup dogs, is wrestling. So I'm sending y'all nothing but love. Mwah.
Yep. We're back. We are back. All right. Thank you, Melina. Thank you, Kara Hogan, as always. Yes. So let's get right into Money in the Bank. So money, V rolls his eyes here, but I enjoyed the show. Spoiler alert, I enjoyed the show. But let's
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it right now. This week's episode is called Money and Stank because I fucking did not like it.
Wow. Whoa.
Yep.
Oh my goodness gracious. All right.
Let's go.
Okay. So all right. Let's get right into it. The show opened, the pre-show opened with the Usos versus the Mysterios for the tag team championship. Now, I didn't watch this match, but I do know that the Usos won the tag team titles. Did you watch this match, and how do you feel about it?
Yes and
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the whole show, but we'll get to it. Look at Money in the Bank was surprisingly good. It started off bad. All right, so let's just go. Let's just get right into it. So Money in the Bank opened with our first Money in the Bank match, and it was It was Alexa Bliss versus Asuka versus Liv Morgan versus Naomi versus Natalia versus Tamina versus Zelina Vega versus Nikki ASH. Almost superhero. Okay. So Nikki wins the match. Okay. Wins the Money in the Bank briefcase contract. They bury Alexa under ladders. Okay. So apparently her powers can't help her get from underneath ladders. Not the surprise that I was hoping for in this match. I did say, because I listened back to our show last week, V. And I know you had picked Naomi. I had picked Liv. And I said, watch us both be wrong. And look at that. We both were. Just saying Nikki wins the match is cringing, excuse me. Okay. So I had said also on last week's show, don't count out Nikki. I did say that. I didn't think she was gonna win. I didn't pick her, but I said don't count out Nikki. Why? Because of the way that they've been pushing her. I was disappointed, and even from the crowd heat. And I want to say, Money in the Bank, the crowd helped this show out so much because they were into just about everything, except Nikki winning. Eventually, they did pop for it because it was somebody winning the match, and it was surprising. But yeah, Nikki wins, and I guess we can get right into it. Right, Nikki wins. We'll save it. We'll save it because there's other stuff I want to talk about. We'll save it.
Feelings about that too.
Okay. What did you think of this? Go ahead, V.
Okay, so to quote a very great show back in the 90s, two characters played by Damon Wayans and David Alan Grier hated it. Okay, so this might have been match-wise the worst women's Money in the Bank match. It was too short to me.
Yeah.
The result, what the fuck? I did like the spot where Naomi powerbombed Liv Morgan onto Zelina Vega.
Right. Yeah, that was cool.
I did like the Alexa Zelina spot where she kind of like hypnotized her or whatever, put her under a spell. That was okay. I didn't hate that.
It's okay.
Yeah, I didn't like the end of the match because what the fuck, and this is on the bottom, the bottom of the barrel when it comes to the women's Money in the Bank matches. They have been subliminally pushing Nikki with the roll-ups and beating Rhea and Charlotte. Yeah. It's gonna take Molly Holly for me to care, and even then, I probably wouldn't.
Shout out to Molly Holly.
Shout out to Molly Holly, the only superhero I acknowledge. Well, only her. But I fucking hate this for obvious reasons. But the match overall was not good to me.
It's like, why do you give us? And again, I did say this last week that after the whole thing with Jimmy happened, that Naomi probably wouldn't win the match. But you push Liv also for so long, trying to make her like sympathetic, and she loses. Now, V said this might happen, so I will give you your credit for that. You said that, it would make her even more sympathetic. I don't know. I think this hurts her more than it helps her, but that's just my own personal opinion. But whatever. Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty forgettable women's Money in the Bank match. Okay. Then we had AJ Styles and Omos defending the tag team championships against the Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivar. This was solid. I thought this was I think all of them worked hard in this match. Omos, AJ was like the megastar of the match. I mean, these fans loved AJ. They didn't really care too much about the Viking Raiders at all. And Omos gets the win by pinning Eric. And still your tag team champions, Omos and AJ Styles. What'd you think of this?
Didn't care. Yeah,
The
really
fans
didn't
made me
care.
care about it. And that's why.
Yeah,
I mean, and it's again, it is so it's so good to see a packed arena again. I mean, it really does add so much to the show. I don't know how we sat through 15 months of the Thunderdome after seeing when we are seeing a live crowd now. Like I still to this day don't know how we got through that, but we did.
being
We
under
did it
the high
together.
grade willow tree.
Well, yeah, and a little bit of the Casamigos as well.
Mm-hmm.
But allegedly.
And the Ray and
So,
nephew, allegedly.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then it started to get a little bit interesting. We had Bobby Lashley defending the WWE Championship against Kofi Kingston. We all predicted it. Okay, everybody on this show, because you guys are all a part of the show. Everybody that comments, everybody that watches, that shares, that likes, support, you guys are all a part of the show. So everybody that watches and listens to this show, we all predicted it that Kofi would get dismantled, and boy, did he ever!
He got creamed.
Yeah. Oh, boy. All right.
Oh,
okay. Okay.
Ooh, he
All
got
right.
smashed in the smithereens.
Yeah. Did any of us think anything different? No. Like, we knew this was gonna happen. Shout out to Kofi. That's my boy. But
Unfortunately not.
yeah. Go on. As a sad, sad live funeral. Yeah. People were making comparisons to what Brock did to John Cena that one year at SummerSlam. Remember where when Suplex City was born? 18 suplexes.
I was like, this so many suplexes. Stop! He's already
dead. Yeah. And it's funny because we had never seen John Cena in that
Get up, Craig.
Before. Yeah, get the oh man, you gonna make me think about when he got the brick and just knocked D-Bar. All right, Friday reference, you guys. If you didn't watch Friday, yeah. Anyway,
somebody should have put a brick at ringside.
Right, because Kofi could have used it. Anyway, Bobby Lashley is still our WWE champion. And I mean, no surprise there. I thought it was good what they did, though. I thought it was good storytelling. I mean, Apollo Creed.
Oh man. No! Oh, not the. I love a good Rocky reference. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
shout out to Rocky.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout
out to Michael B. Jordan. Okay. All right. So then we had Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's Championship. Okay, so at the beginning of the match, right, the crowd's chanting, "We want Becky, we want Becky."
I too.
And Charlotte, being Charlotte, knowing how to shut that whole thing down. Yep. Not before that though. Before that, did you catch when she
did? Yep.
Oh, okay.
I caught that.
We're live. My microphone hit the mic and it just went out for a second. All right, I think we're good now. Yeah, and they tried to black out the screen, but we still saw it. And then when we came back, the middle fingers were going crazy. I was like, "Oh wow, all right, that's what we're really doing." And that shut the crowd up. Not just that, it was the work rate. These girls work so hard, and I thought this match was a lot better than people was giving it credit for originally. Boy, what a match! I think that might have been Rhea's best match on the main roster.
She did.
Oh wow, she did the yeah, she did. Not just the cross chop. She kind of did the I don't want to be too crazy here, but yeah, kind of the SMD. If everybody knows what that means out here, yeah. So, and that's what caused them to try to black out the screen, because that was not PG at all, at all. But yeah, yes, she did. Charlotte defeats Rhea. Okay. And Charlotte wins the women's championship. And we'll probably touch more on that, but let's focus on SummerSlam right now. What did you SummerSlam? Wow, that was botch of the century. Let's focus on Money in the Bank. SummerSlam is the next pay-per-view coming up.
Yeah.
Let's focus on Money in the Bank. What did you think about Rhea versus Charlotte?
It was their best showing.
Agreed.
Well, spoiler alert. I want this to be done between them.
Tell me about it.
Oh my god. Um, yeah. I just want that to be over. As long as Rosca, Rhea, and Charlotte. As long as Rhea and Charlotte are like done, I'm good.
Okay. All right. I don't think they are, and we'll get to there. Okay. So then we had the men's Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
This was their best match. We might get a triple threat next. Yeah, we might.
Mm-hmm.
We might. We might. I'll leave it there. We might.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting to that. We'll get to Raw in a second. Okay, let's go to the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. We had Big E versus Drew McIntyre versus John Morrison versus Kevin Owens versus King Nakamura versus Ricochet versus Riddle versus Seth Rollins. This was really good. This was a great Money in the Bank match.
Something I enjoyed.
Yeah. Some great spots in this match. Drew was taken out by Jinder and his crew, which I didn't predict on this show, but I actually thought they was going to do that inside of the cell. They was going to find some way with him and Bobby, but it looks like we are going to get Jinder and Drew at SummerSlam. And if that keeps Drew out of the title picture, I'm perfectly fine with it. So Ricochet. So Drew was taken out of the match, and at that point, I'm like, okay, this is Big E's moment. This was epic. Agreed. That crowd was going insane when Big E started climbing that ladder, and when Big E grabbed that briefcase, the roof blew off the place. The drip argument was the opening of hilarity. Yes, I like the drip stuff between Seth Rollins and John Morrison. I thought that was funny. Before this match started though, and before Big E's big win, Peacock was having some serious issues. For whatever reason, Peacock couldn't get up the stream. There's a joke somewhere, but yeah, Peacock couldn't get it up. So, so we were struggling because they kept blacking out the screen. It was like flickering in and on and off and all of that, and I just didn't know what was going on. I thought it was my stream, but apparently it wasn't. Shout out to everybody that's joining us right now. Stick around. We're really entertaining. But yeah, so once the screen started flickering and everything like that, I tried to like sign in again, like sign off, then sign back in, but I couldn't get back on. And I found out that it wasn't just me, it was other people that was having the same issues on Peacock. So I missed the whole segment with Riddle, and I think Kevin Owens was back there, and Rick Boogs, I believe, was back there. I think I missed that whole segment because Peacock was having their issues. And one of the things I cannot stand about Peacock is that you cannot rewind live. That is a problem because I'm a person that is not there to watch the show as it's happening. So I would love to be able to start it from the beginning without having to wait until the whole show ends and still have to wait. I had to wait until after 12 o'clock to start watching the pay-per-view again because I missed a lot of the beginning because sorry, I work on Sundays. Sorry. So, but yeah, I cannot stand the fact that Peacock has these issues with the WWE and everything like that. At least with the network, you could rewind. The network had its own problems, but at least with the network, you could rewind.
Yeah, that shit from Peacock was terrible.
Yeah. Anyway, it wasn't terrible. Big E got his win. Big E is now the Money in the Bank winner 2021. This was great stuff here. I was so happy for Big E.
My favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the show. The right person won.
Yeah. No, but it took me 3 times.
The only thing is, what's next?
For it to finally get right. Exactly. I hate Peacock. But you said what's next for Big E?
Well, I have a feeling, but
yeah,
we'll get there when we get to Raw, I guess.
I think the opportunities are endless for Big E at this point. I feel like this is his time to shine. Let's keep going though. We had Roman Reigns versus Edge in the main event, Money in the Bank 2021. Solid main event. I will definitely say that solid main event between Roman Reigns and Edge. The Usos tried to get involved, but the Mysterios stopped them. But all in all, Seth Rollins was the difference maker here, screwing Edge out of the match with Roman Reigns here, and looks like we're getting Edge and Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. Cash in at SummerSlam, Biggie on Bobby Lashley. I would have Bobby Lashley hold it for a while. I mean, excuse me, I would have Biggie. Well, Bobby Lashley as well, but I would have Biggie hold the briefcase for a while, especially after what we just saw on Raw. If I was booking it, because too many times we have the Money in the Bank winners cash in so quickly. The point is to be able to hold it for a year. You know, you have a year before you have to cash in. Just wait for a little bit. You know, tease maybe a cash in. I wouldn't be mad if they tease a cash in, but that's just me. So Seth Rollins and Edge are gonna feud at SummerSlam, and then we got the big return.
I wasn't. I'm not gonna lie. Was not expecting that at all.
Either. I marked like I was a little kid again. Like John Cena comes out there, and they really are right about distance or time makes the heart grow fonder. I believe is what the saying is. Like, yeah, Miss John Cena, man. John came out there and he didn't have to say anything. All he had to do was his little gimmick. You can't see me, and hit the music, and the people went home happy.
That reaction.
That was the loudest pop of the whole night. That was, I mean, that and Big E's Money in the Bank win. I'm happy John's back, and it looks like we get Cena and Reigns at SummerSlam. So, what did you think of this match before we rate this pay-per-view? Because I think my opinion is different from yours there.
The match itself, the match was good. I enjoyed the return more than the match.
But, I'm not really a Cena fan, and I was happy to see. Yeah, as adults, we kind of grew out of Cena, whatever. But like, I am happy to see him. It was a happy surprise, as you were saying.
Yeah, it was a cool surprise. It was one of those things like, oh, okay, this is fine. Yeah. I enjoyed seeing Cena. I'm not gonna say I missed him, ? But it was good to see him.
Yeah. Okay. What did you think of the show? Okay, B's having his technical issues. Say it again, B.
I didn't even say anything.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
I'm gonna give I'm gonna be nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna give the show a 2 count. And that's me being nice.
You being nice. Okay. If somebody different would have won the Money in the Bank match, the first Money in the Bank match, I would probably give this show a 3 count. That's how happy I was with this show. But because they didn't, I'm gonna go near fall for me. I thought this was really solid. I think this was like up there with one of the best Money in the Bank pay-per-views ever. Therefore, for me, brothers. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I thought, and the general consensus seems to be that the show was really, really good. So I mean, V, I know you have your own opinion on the show, but I thought this show was really good. Like, I would go back and watch this show. That's how good I felt about this show. Okay. I mean, and also I feel like the crowd helped it as well. That's another reason why I was happy with this show. Let's go to Monday Night Raw quickly, because we've already been here for a while. All right. So, okay. I'm not gonna talk about everything on Raw. John Cena endorsing Riddle was cool. We got another rematch pretty much. Riddle teaming up with the Viking Raiders versus Omos, AJ, and Morrison, was it? It was more, yeah, because there was some stuff with Omos, and I'm doing this from memory, with Omos and Morrison and Miz. Viking Raiders get the win, and now we got to sit through another Viking Raiders versus AJ and Omos match, I believe, next week or something like that. I thought Cena's promo in the beginning was good as well. Like, Cena, of course, he's gonna cut a good promo, and he told Roman that he's not as over as he thinks he is. I thought that was funny. What else happened that I care about? Trying to do this from memory. Is there anything you want to talk about specifically while I try to remember what else happened on Raw? I don't want to go through the whole show.
No, because I want to say my feelings, so I'll wait for you to get to.
All right. Well, okay. Let me just. I probably
There
should.
was Alexa. I know there was Alexa Bliss segment.
I didn't
with,
care.
Yeah,
well, even Piper.
That was awful. Mm-hmm.
The one line I did like was when
Eva Maria's awful. Just
the one line I did like. I heard that. The one line I did like was when Eva said, "Do you even know what I'm capable of?" And Alexa looked at the camera and said, "No, we don't." Like, I thought that was gold. But other than that, yeah, it was not a good segment. Yeah.
Awful.
Nia turned on Reginald. Whatever. It looks like Shayna does another job. She lost to Tamina and Tamina and Natalya.
There you go. Wrong legacy.
Right. Again, by the way, Shayna takes another pinfall loss. Again. Just had to add that for emphasis there. We had Rhea and Charlotte in the main event. Again, am I missing anything? Bill Goldberg returned.
Awful. Importantly.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Keith Lee returned to lose.
Right.
Just to bring out.
Oh yeah, that did happen. Reginald becoming 24/7 champ was great to me. I don't care about the 24/7 title at all. Like not even a little bit. I think Reginald's talented. For what he does. I think Reggie's talented. But I don't care about the 24/7 48/7 I-95 South European Hardcore Championship anymore. But yeah, Keith Lee returned to lose. Okay, you couldn't find anybody else to come out there and lose to Bobby Lashley. All right,
like Ricochet is right there.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, Ricochet. Yeah, he's in catering. You cut out for a second.
No,
cut out for a second.
I didn't say anything after that.
Okay,
I just said Ricochet's right there.
Okay, well, yeah. So, that happened, and then Bill Goldberg comes out there. Massive reaction. It was, but it was a massive reaction. Yes, we're about to get there. I was about to get there. I was definitely about to get to Karrion Kross losing. I'll get there in a second. But Bill Goldberg comes back and he says he's next. So let me get this straight, right? Matter of fact, I'll save that for the end. Because there's some things I want to say on what's going on. But anybody that's watching the finals, by the way, any basketball fans out there, it looks like the Bucks are about to become the champions, but that's a whole nother story. All right, so moving forward, Jeff Hardy comes out, right? And he has No More Words back as his theme song. I popped because he said he was going to do it, and he did it. His opponent, Karrion Kross, the NXT champion. The NXT champion.
This doesn't give a fuck about NXT.
Right. He showed us that he couldn't care less about NXT. He doesn't care what Kross is doing on NXT. He doesn't watch the show. He does not care. Cross comes out there.
Without
he loses
Scarlett.
to Jeff Hardy.
Mhm.
Without Scarlett, without the entrance. No black and white. No, smoke. No, pageantry. Nothing. He looked like just a random guy on the roster. And I felt so bad for Cross because he's pushed so strong on NXT. And he loses to Jeff Hardy, who cheated, by the way. The babyface puts his feet on the ropes to cheat to beat Cross. Now I get it. Jeff Hardy, is a former world champion. Okay, multi-time world champion. Former multi-time tag team champion. I get it. I know Jeff Hardy's accolades. I've been watching Jeff Hardy his whole career. But Cross is the one that's been being pushed. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
So, can I be frank?
Yeah. Like White?
Really frank. Yeah.
Okay.
White, Mitchell.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Don't push through. So, just comparing how we've seen Karrion Kross in NXT and how we saw him on the main roster.
Yeah.
He's not that interesting without Scarlett.
No, it's true.
He's not that interesting without Scarlett. He's like big angry man number 5 without Scarlett. And Scarlett is his diamond. I was trying to find some other adjective, but couldn't find it. But
Shade.
Anyway, I love when you catch the shade. Anyway, but
I call it.
we've been friends too long. Yeah, Karrion Kross is not that.
Yeah.
Charlotte. He's just.
Yeah, he's not.
He's.
Yeah. I read it. Vince McMahon doesn't care about NXT, but NXT really revitalized his company. Seth, Big E, Roman, the four horsewomen are all stars thanks to Triple H. It's so crazy. Yeah. I mean, NXT has built so many stars down there that Vince should be thanking all of the talent, Triple H included, and everybody that works hard down there at NXT. But instead, he only pushes a select number of people from NXT because, let's be fair, yes, the horsewomen are pushed heavy and they are, from NXT. So he does push certain people heavy. Seth Rollins, as you mentioned, even though Seth and Big E are like from the FCW switch over to NXT. So they were technically in NXT. I think Big E's the first NXT champion. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know, or FCW champion. It might be Seth. I think Seth's the first NXT champion. Seth's the first NXT champion. Big E was FCW champion. Yes. So, but anyway, yeah, Vince doesn't care about NXT, and this was shown with Killer Kross. I didn't know if I wanted to call him Killer Kross or Karrion Kross. So it's like, but
crossed out. That's
yeah. and you know what? We'll get to it. I have a lot to say about Raw. And then in the main event we had Rhea versus Charlotte for the Raw Women's Championship.
Thank you. I
Big E defeated Seth to become the second NXT champion. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Should have did my Googles on that one, but yes. All right. So Seth was the first NXT champion. Big E was the second NXT champion. Look at that. Look at that. All right. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So Charlotte versus Rhea in the main event. Okay. I knew either one or two things was going to happen here. Right, either Becky was showing up at the end of the show, or we was gonna have some type of title change. Right, I didn't think it was gonna be Nikki Cross. So
Becky Lynch would have been the better. Okay,
Charlotte retains. I knew Becky was gonna come out because Charlotte said that line about her breastfeeding at home. That's why I knew it wasn't gonna be Becky Lynch. After Charlotte said that, because she would not have acknowledged, I can speak, Becky Lynch if Becky was actually at the show. Even though I think she was at the show, I just don't think she was gonna come out. She wasn't gonna appear. Because she was in Texas this weekend. So Nikki Cross comes out after Charlotte gets herself disqualified. Rhea beats up Charlotte and basically throws her to Nikki. And we have a new Raw Women's Champion. And Charlotte goes down in history as one of the shortest title reigns ever. Nikki Cross or Nikki Ash or Nikki almost a superhero or whatever is the new Raw Women's Champion with 30 seconds to go. This felt so rushed. As soon as Nikki won, she went to the crowd and we went black. What was that? That was it. That was the end of the show. What did you think about this whole thing? I'm sure you have thoughts. Let's hear it.
To once again quote David Allegreer and Damon Wayans, hated it. I get that Nikki Cross, I'm not calling her Nikki Ash, almost a superhero. You know what Brandy said? Almost doesn't count. Now,
she did say that. We was frozen a little bit there.
Yeah, I paused. That's why. That's some technical difficulties happening. Sorry about that, you guys. But
we're live, pal.
We are live, pal. We should get shirts because it's for live, pal. Anyway, but I was tired of the rematch. I was expecting somebody to come out. I was hoping it was Becky, but Becky just pushed out a baby. So everybody's getting a little too pressed about Becky coming back so fast. Like, she had a whole child, and for those who are childbearing, knows how that goes. Right. You're gonna need time to heal, even though Becky's been working out and stuff like that. You want to spend time with your child. The first 12 months are very essential to the child's life, especially when it comes to the maternal parent. But right. So we can kind of chill on the Becky. Like, I get it.
I think Becky is ready.
I agree.
I'm pretty sure it. I'm sure that Becky is. Oh, I'm sorry. You was reading a comment. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. Hold on. There you go.
Yeah. I was reading. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Charlotte will be champion by SummerSlam. I disagree.
Okay.
I think they are gonna run with Nikki being the champion, which is sure, yay. And you know what?
Okay. Yeah.
She's worked hard. She what?
You cut
for Nikki. Let me stop being.
I paused for like 3 seconds just now. That's why I was like, all right.
Oh, damn it.
We apologize.
Congrats to Nikki. Congrats to Nikki.
Yeah.
She found a gimmick that worked, even though Sandy was so much better. She found a gimmick that she was happy with.
Yeah.
And it worked for her, and it worked in her favor.
Right.
Congrats to her. However, comma space. Not feeling it.
Yeah. I don't think Nikki is going to be a long-term champion. Side note, congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis and his team just won the NBA championships as we speak live here. So
Yawn.
all you basketball fans, yeah, congratulations to Giannis Antetokounmpo. But yeah, so let's keep going forward here. Oh yeah, so I don't think that Nikki is going to be a long-term champion. I think that Nikki is going to be a transitional champion. And as I started to say, I do think Becky is right around the corner. I think Becky's right there. Like, I don't think the fans are too far off expecting Becky to show up any day now. I'm pretty sure she's close now. She's at the shows. She's been at the shows for like the last few weeks. So I mean, I would expect Becky to be getting involved sometime soon here. And yeah, so for all right, Raw, right?
Oh,
It was not good, even with the live crowd. And I knew this would happen. I knew that like at the beginning, the novelty of the. Say it again. Oh yeah. I was saying that like I knew that the novelty of the fans being back would wear off soon. I didn't think it would be this soon, but I thought Raw was not good. To be honest with you, I will say this. I will take interesting over boring any day of the week. Now, interesting doesn't necessarily mean good. Like a car crash, sometimes it's interesting to look at, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's good. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, you would hope nobody's hurt.
That was interesting.
I'm saying, like, you see, but it's true. Like, you see a car, but my point is that not in the analogies, people stop to look at a car crash. It's not good. It's not a good thing. But people stop to look to see it because it is interesting of what just happened, right? So that's kind of where I was getting at with Raw. Like, I was interested. I wasn't bored. But it wasn't good stuff. Like, it was just like, all right, what are we doing here? And it's like, okay, I'm interested. Killer Cross shows up. Okay, interested. Keith Lee shows up. I'm interested. What else happened? Nikki becomes champion. Okay, I'm interested. But it doesn't necessarily mean good, is what I'm getting at. So I'm gonna give Raw 1 count. For me, right? We tell and we as fans, I should say, right? Tell WWE what we want, and they blatantly don't give it to us.
Don't do it.
Or we tell them what we don't want, and they still give us what we don't want. The report came out last week that Goldberg was going to be on Raw.
Awful.
And it got a bunch of bad publicity. What do? They still give us Goldberg, even though we told them, hey, we don't want Goldberg. Okay. We tell them that we want Naomi or Liv or, one of them to win the Money in the Bank. They don't give us either one of them. They just, Nikki. We tell them that we're tired of rematches and every single week. And they continue to give us rematches every single week. What else do we tell? We tell them that we want Killer Cross with Scarlett. Okay, and we want the big entrance and we want the superstar look. They don't give it to us. Okay, it's like we want Keith Lee back. We want Keith Lee's music back. They don't give it to us. It's just a number of things that it's just like, I get it. It's Vince's company, and he's gonna do what he wants to do. I would say 2 count because they kept me interested. I was interested, and that's one of the points that I was making before. I was interested. Not for good reasons, but I was interested. But V just hit the I tapped out, but I didn't touch anything there. Whoa, V tapped out of Raw with the live audience.
Awful.
Awful.
It's fucking awful.
Wow. Okay.
Terrible show. No good. Very bad show.
No good. Basura even.
Terrible. Basura.
Wow. Okay. Trash.
I just said that in Spanish.
I know. I was reiterating.
So bad. Such a bad show.
Well, yeah. Wow. Yeah, I know. I
Stuck
know.
on
I
it.
didn't tap out of the show, but like it was not. It
Yeah,
wasn't
it was
good.
it was terrible.
Like I said, there was parts I was interested in, but it was not good.
No, it was.
Um. Okay, let's go to NXT and then get ready to
Wait,
get up. Oh yeah,
good
go ahead.
news. Good
Good news.
news.
Good news.
I can not watch Raw anymore because Naomi's been moved to SmackDown.
Ah, yes.
So very happy about that. Hopefully a heel turn ensues. I really want that heel turn. Um, SmackDown is stacked. Raw needs
Yeah.
help.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just go ahead and move Keith Lee over to SmackDown too, because I just Raw has nothing for me. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I get it. Let's go to NXT. NXT
Yes.
just aired what, hour and 50 minutes ago as we record here. Okay. So I watched the whole show. It was all right. I mean, so the show opened up with Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe's
Provoke.
mad because Killer Cross put his hands on him and he wanted Joe. And I mean, he wants Cross. Excuse me, Joe wants Cross. And of course, Cross being champion, he doesn't have to get to the building on time. It's not like we do NXT every week at the same time. But anyway, that's one of the old wrestling things that I always never liked. That the champions get to the building 5 minutes before the shows go up there. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? But like, you really expect me to believe that he wasn't at the building all day? But whatever. It's just one of those things. I'm nitpicking, I know, but like, it's just one of those things. But anyway, Regal comes out, says keep the peace, no violence, really Gandhi style there. And Joe's just like, nah, I'm good on that. So yeah, and that was that. That was the opening segment. What'd you think of this?
It was cool. Is Vince McMahon running SmackDown because it's too good to be true? He can't be.
Sorry to break it to you guys, he's running everything. So if something's good, it was Vince.
Sure.
Sorry. 98% sure.
Or maybe because Bruce Pritchard. Is Bruce Pritchard running SmackDown?
He's running both, yeah. Vince and Bruce are both running both of the shows. That's why I don't get how SmackDown can be so much better than Raw. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. But whatever. I mean, I don't know. What else happened on NXT? Did not care about Tyler Rust and Roderick Strong versus Bobby Fish and Kushida. No. The baby faces got the win. Sorry. What else happened? Trying to think by memory. I don't feel like looking at my notes right now. It just aired. I should remember. Taya Valkyrie wrestled. Enhancement talent. She got the win. Excuse me, Frankie Monet and Jessica Cormea was out there. Mandy came out there as well and sat on a desk and left. That's pretty much the extent.
She sat on the desk sexily.
Yes. Yes. Well, Bret Hart took showing up to before the show start. Literally, yeah. I mean, at least you're showing up 5 minutes before the show starts. It's different when you're showing up 5 minutes before the show ends. Like, how is Killer Cross just showing up to the building 5 minutes before the show ends? Like, that doesn't make that always like bug me out a little bit. But whatever. I guess when you're a big star, you can just show up when you feel like it. We'll get to Cross in a second. But and now that you mentioned Bret Hart, right? There was a segment with Hit Row and Legado del Fantasma. They cut a promo, they being Legado, right? They cut a promo against Hit Row, and Hit Row came out there, and there was a little bit of back and forth, and it looked like the baby. Are Hit Row baby faces? I don't know.
Question mark? TBD.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I guess they're baby faces in this segment because the fans were chanting Hit Row. They got the upper hand on the heels. It looks like we're not done with this feud. I want, since Bret Hart was mentioned, right? Austin cut a promo back in the day that said, Hitman, right? You put an S in front of Hitman, and that's exactly what I think of you. I thought every time I hear that, I start crying. If Santos says that about Hit Row, I will pop. Like, I will lose my mind.
I'm not gonna lie, I will too. I'm not gonna lie.
If he says, yo, you put an S in front of Hit Row and you got exactly what I think of them, I think that would, I would lose my mind. That would be a great line. But of course, they're not gonna do it. But I do you remember that line? You remember that line from Austin?
I remember
that.
I remember that.
Yeah. So but anyway, thought that was good stuff. The Legado del Fantasma and Hit Row stuff. I thought that was good stuff. What else happened on the show? I mean, it was all right, like I said.
The breakout, the NXT breakout.
Oh yeah, Odyssey Jones versus Chase. I believe I don't remember his first name. Chase. Chase.
Chasing waterfalls? I don't know.
So
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But Odyssey Jones, very impressive.
Yeah.
I think I talked about, maybe I said it on Twitter about how I think it was Russell Votes that I'm gonna be real shady now.
Okay.
Russell Votes said WWE has this new Mark Henry. I was like, every big black nigga that you see is not Mark Henry.
Right.
Like,
right.
God, okay, he's big, he's black, he's dark skinned, and he has locks. Okay, that doesn't make him Mark Henry.
He did kind of remind me of Mark a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, like a young Mark, but I think he's more athletic, or I shouldn't say athletic. He's more agile. Excuse me. That's the word I was looking for. Yes.
Yeah.
I finished my Casamigos.
No more Casamigos for you.
Yeah.
But he did do the I guess the little nod to Mark Henry, which is I didn't have a problem with that, but every big black person you see is not Mark Henry. But anyway, moving on. He looked really impressive. I really hope the last two is him and
Chris
Carmelo Hayes.
Oh, yeah. Carmelo
Hayes. Yeah. I hope they're the last two because I really want to see them go at it.
Yeah. Look good out there. All right. So the main event was Raquel Gonzalez versus Xia Li. I did not suspect, not for 1 second, that Xia Li was going to win the NXT Women's Championship. And she didn't. It looks like Xia got hurt somewhere.
I think she legit got hurt.
Yeah, and they rushed to the finish.
Yeah.
At one point, Raquel did like a twisting like senton,
like a Vader bomb,
like a Vader bomb type thing. Yeah,
a twisting.
Yeah.
Magacita. Yeah, I went there, which is ironic considering she's anyway. Very ironic, but we'll leave that alone.
A lot of Mexicans supported Trump. Believe it or not. This ain't politics. We're about to lose all of our viewers. I'm not going to get into
like politics. I said, irony. Yeah. But that looked bad. I hope Xia is okay.
Yeah.
I think that was supposed to be her farewell match. I believe so. There was rumors that she was supposed to be getting called up. Hopefully the Raw needs it. They just got Aaliyah Grande. And I think that SmackDown's a little too stacked right now.
Yeah.
Raw needs something. But I hope Xia's okay.
I hope so. I mean, she did finish the match, but it looks like they rushed to the finish.
Yeah, because I feel like there was supposed to be like they're probably gonna wait for that. Because remember when Homegirl, I really forgot the interviewer's name, was interviewing her and Dakota in the back. And
Mackenzie.
Yes. Sorry, Mackenzie.
Yeah.
And Raquel said there's no one else. And if you looked at Dakota's face.
I missed that little detail.
Yeah. If you saw her face, I was like, please let it be tonight. I was hoping it was going to be tonight, but it's fine.
Yeah. So you think they're going to do it as early as TakeOver
Yes.
Okay. Takeover is going down this year, August 22nd, the day after SummerSlam, which is the first time a takeover will be the night after a pay-per-view versus the night before. So should be interesting. Should be a good takeover. I mean, it's looking like we're gonna get Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole 3 at takeover. It looks like we're gonna get Dakota versus Raquel. There was another match that they've been teasing. I think it was Walter and forgot who it was. But yeah, it looks like they're building up Takeover to be a strong show. So and then at the end of the show, William Regal gets laid out by Cross.
I'm
In the
sorry,
parking
it's
lot.
not funny.
In the
Like, this
NXT
nigga
parking lot.
died.
It is
He
because it's
died.
always
He
because
died.
it's always in the I mean, well, but it's always in the NXT parking lot. That NXT parking lot is so dangerous. I've been telling people for years that parking lot is just bad. But yeah. So when Regal gets laid out by Cross, Joe comes running to his rescue, and Cross gets out of there. And that was NXT.
Yeah.
What did you think of the show?
It fell flat a lot. The good stuff was good, then the meh stuff was meh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 2 count.
Okay. All right. I wasn't really feeling NXT tonight. Like, I didn't care about Zaya versus Raquel. I hope Zaya's okay, but
Yes,
I just
do
didn't.
hope
I
she's
didn't
okay.
care about the match. There was no heat to the match for me.
No.
I didn't really care about anything else on the show. I know Cameron Grimes was on there with LA Knight. LA Knight had a match. Drake Maverick got the win over LA Knight after Grimes was holding the championship, the $1 million championship, and Drake got the win after he knocked LA Knight into the championship by accident. I thought that was fine. The stuff with Cameron and LA Knight is good. So I do like that stuff. Gets Drake a win. I'm just trying to think of the other stuff that was on the show. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. Yeah, I didn't watch it, but there's a lot. Look forward to now. I think there is a lot to look forward to past this show. But if you didn't see it, unless you have some extra time, I would say it's really a skippable show. Like,
Yeah, it is.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't see anything that really made me say, okay, you got to watch this show. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but if it wasn't great either. If you have some extra time and you want to throw on some wrestling, yeah, hey, throw on NXT. But if not, then yeah, just you can pass this show and not miss anything.
Really skip it.
Yeah. I'm with you on a 2 count. Just a quick note before we get out of here. So this weekend, GCW has their event. It's Matt Cardona versus Nick Gage. So I will be looking out for that match. Don't know what else is on the show, but I'll be looking out for that match. What else is going on? AEW Dynamite is tomorrow night. We will get back to covering AEW next week. What else? Any other show notes here that I could think of?
Not that I can think of.
Nah. All right. So that's gonna do it, I believe. I feel like we're missing something, but it's all right. I don't know.
No.
Go for the Pin is an official sponsor for Battle Club Pro's Jobber Slam coming up July 31st. It's an invite-only show. Thank you to Joe Kim. I am invited to the show, so thank you. And yes, V, are you? I know I asked you before, but are you planning on going to that North Carolina AEW show next week, or still to be determined?
I found out that I have something to do prior engagement. So I won't be making this show. Sad face.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully we both get to go to a show together. So we'll see. Yeah. We'll see what happens there. Thank you as always, everybody, for joining us tonight. Always appreciate you guys. always support the Raw Academic Show. Make sure you guys look out for that brand. You can follow me at Mike_EQ on Instagram and on Twitter at DJ Mike EQ, and the show's Twitter at Go for the Pin Show on Twitter. You can give Instagram and everything.
And Instagram is Go for the Pin _show. And we're also on YouTube.
Yes.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Oh, me. Hi.
Yeah.
My Instagram, my Instagram is KingB_the_ruler. And my Twitter is _watchmythrone.
Okay.
I'm trying to think anything else? Apple, Apple, Spotify, Anchor. Like us, rate us 5 stars. Share with your friends, your exes, maybe not your exes.
Especially mine. Let's get out of here. If she's watching, hi. This show just went off the rails. All right, guys.
Nothing else to say. I'm fucking done. Good night,
We're getting out of
everybody.
here.
I'm leaving.
All right. Good night.